And welcome to the movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we are back. We were off for a week.
Yeah. Life gets in the way sometimes.
It does. And actually, I'll take a minute because we have breaking news on the film festival too.
Oh.
I got a call on the weekend. Unfortunately, Oliver Robbins has booked a gig and will not be able to come to the film festival. We're rolling it over. He's going to come to CKX. We're pretty confident, barring any other schedulings. But we're putting together a really cool package for Sunday that I think people are really going to enjoy.
All right.
Brings back a little bit of old flavor because I've talked about this movie a lot, and I'm not going to say it yet. Well, why not? We will be screening The Scare House. And Gavin Michael Booth will be on hand with hours of behind-the-scenes footage. And the panel, I guess, title or name is going to be called The Terror Behind the Terror.
Nice.
So yeah, he's got tons of stuff to show and talk about.
Very cool. Very cool. Always nice to visit with Gavin.
So it'll be, touching. It'll be like watching the DVD and then all the extra features.
I make no promises. I'm sorry, I can't.
I know. I understand.
He's just look at him. Okay, he's just adorable.
I understand. I get it.
Sorry, Sarah. Okay, he's adorable.
There. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Breaking news. Now on with our show, which is Recasting The Rock.
Yeah, I revisited this movie recently. God damn, is it fun? It just so much fun. It's probably Michael Bay's best, and honestly.
I don't know who said it. I remember seeing somebody here said it. It definitely shows that 007 is a title, not a person, because he was captured and incarcerated, so a new Bond filled in. More.
Okay, now we know where he was during that time.
Yep, locked away for 30 years.
I never actually thought of it that way, but that makes perfect sense. You're right.
Yep.
I'll take it.
No, James, you're not allowed to disagree. Okay, so why don't we jump right into it? Boom. The first person is, we're going to go down.
Yep.
Sgt Chris, originally played by Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah.
Jason.
So, for some reason, I just felt like this is the perfect opportunity to do a gender swap here. So, I did a lot of that for this, but as I did, the story progressed. And when I built my list, I built from the top down. So I started with my Stanley Goodspeed, So now going back on it, this is how it developed because I literally went backwards. Yeah, Sgt Chris, I needed some balls and some scariness. Gina Carano.
Oh, very nice.
Gina Carano, she's gonna bring just the right amount of little terrifying badass that I want for my Sgt Chris.
That's actually cool. Because
and she'll play well with the others that I have that are coming in as well.
She has a physique that you honestly believe she could kick the crap out of.
Well, she could. That's the thing. It's not just the physique; it's the skill.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking picture. You look at her and it's like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. James?
Well, I went with my thing of keeping them the gender they are and having them look somewhat similar to the originals. Yes. So Sgt. Crisp, I went with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Very interesting. He may pop up on a list later on.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I can see he's got the similar kind of swagger that Bokeem Woodbine would carry. Yeah.
Very nice pick. I went a different route. Well, I guess not entirely. I'm more James school than Jason school on this one. Um, because I've seen this guy in a couple films and absolutely love his acting. It's Donald Glover.
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
I thought, yeah, he definitely needs to be in this film.
He's one of those artists. There's a few of them out there. It's like, why do you have to be good at everything you do? I mean, and why do I hate and love you at the same time for it?
Yep.
Him and Timberlake. Damn it.
Jared Leto for sure.
Leto's not quite there for me yet.
Oh, come on.
You don't want 30 Seconds from Mars?
Honestly, I don't know.
You prefer Childish Gambino?
A few of his songs, yes, actually. I love his artistry. His acting is great, even beyond Community. Even though that's what most people attribute to him. He's as silly as the movie is Magic Mike XL.
He's great. You know? He's great in that. That movie is just pure fun.
I know. I love that movie.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I love that movie, and now I have to be surgical with my skipping of scenes because she's in it. Amber Heard.
Oh, gotcha.
She's in it.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's in the fucking climax of the film.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can't skip the scene, but you don't really see that it's her a whole lot. You know, I can get past it.
I'm gonna come up
she can be glossed over.
I need somebody to deep fake her out of there. That's what it is. I need a deep fake.
Amelia Clark's face.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, so next is Captain Darrow, originally played by Tony Todd. Jason.
They're keeping that trend. Okay, we need another badass and one that's gonna put her foot down. Ronda Rousey, come on.
Interesting.
Ronda Rousey, she's going to rip somebody's face off.
It just sounds like you watched the Fast and the Furious franchise recently and just picked the female villains.
Well, they do have a knack for picking badass women. Come on. It's cherry picking, sure, but it works.
Look who's here. Greg's here.
Hey, Greg.
Hey,
Greg.
Everyone. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. But of course, we're still conscious. And Ronda Rousey, I like that pick. I like that.
And again, we know that she can at least act a little bit. We've seen it.
And since she's not being a stormtrooper, height is not important, so that's good.
There we go.
Oh, recasting The Rock, I'd go with Jean-Paul Levesque. You know, just playing everybody. That would be interesting.
Who's Jean-Paul Levesque?
Triple H.
That's Triple H.
Jean. I've never heard him called Jean. It's just Paul Levesque.
It's Paul Levesque. Jean-Paul was a name he went by in WCW.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, yeah, it's just Paul Levesque. Okay. You confused me there.
Yeah. Triple H.
Yes, but he's busy. I don't think acting's on his plate anytime soon.
No.
Oh, it's time to play the game. Thanks, Greg.
No, the game. He's not playing the game anymore. He's running the game now. So
yeah. The game's old. The box is worn. Yeah.
No, he's running. He's running WWE now. Oh, yeah, so he's.
Yeah, I still think the game's old.
Well, there is that. Old. You know, he did have a heart attack a year ago.
Yep. So yeah, the game is old. The box he came in is gone.
Well past warranty.
I'll just leave that sentence right there. And James, who do you have?
I went with Laz Alonso, better known as MM in The Boys.
Oh, yes.
Dang, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I didn't even think of him.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, damn. He's the last season of The Boys for him was such a great arc.
Oh, big time.
Seeing his family life, you know?
Yep.
Damn. Yes, he's great. He's one I want to see more of.
Yep. I think you'll definitely see it in 4, especially how 3 ended with that arc that they were on.
Mm-hmm.
Where the stepdad is now in the crowd and
yeah.
I think it's going to be a great arc.
Yep.
Okay, well, for that one, for me, Captain Darrow, I picked a guy named Michael B. Jordan. I told you he may pop up on the list.
Nice.
Again, yes, yeah, like he's shown enough range now that he can do just about everything pretty well. So yeah, he can definitely fill pretty much any spot.
And if rumors are true, he might be back for Black Panther too. So
yeah, man, that's so intriguing how they've managed to market that film so far.
Yep.
No, they just do not answer that question.
Yep. They show the suit.
Yep.
But that's it. Everything else is, but this is the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to our next one here. Captain Frye, originally played by Gregory Sporletter.
Yes. Now, this one, for him, I kind of take him on a little bit more of the fast talker, not more aggressive in your face. He's a little more of the side swipe, you know? And for me, I'm keeping the same theme. It only goes so far. Don't worry, it's not the whole film. But Taraji P Henson, she's got the chops. She can throw some attitude, but doesn't necessarily have to come straight at you. She might sneak up on you.
Sure.
Hidden Figures.
I haven't seen that.
No.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Proud Mary.
Nope.
No.
Smoking Aces. Okay.
Proud Mary would definitely sell you for in
Smoking Aces would.
Yes. Smoking Aces.
Oh, okay. Sadly, I know her from The Karate Kid.
What?
Yep.
Oh, the remake?
Yeah.
I never watched it, so I didn't know.
I never watched that one either.
Yep.
No, Taraji's been around. She's fantastic actress.
I definitely know her from there. Oh, Person of Interest. I've seen a couple episodes.
Yes, Person of Interest.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch that show a whole lot, but I do know she was in it. Yes. But didn't she get nominated for an Oscar or win an Oscar for Hidden Figures?
Yeah,
she's like there. She was a calculator at NASA. Helped them calculate how to land on the moon or something. Like they did the math.
Dang.
And like her and other women helped build the NASA.
She was nominated for an Oscar for Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and she's had a few primetime Emmy nominees for Empire.
I can't even add tax. Okay.
Yeah, the Hidden Figures is a really, really, really good film. One of those Oscar worthies. Like it was definitely worth it, and interesting as hell.
Good pick there, then. All right, James, what do you got for Captain Frye?
I was looking for a possibly not terribly intimidating mercenary-like figure, and I was going to go with the guy who played Tormund in Game of Thrones, and then I figured the guy who played Bronn, Jerome Flynn, was a better mercenary-like character.
Yes.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah. He's another one. I really dug him, and I gotta see what else he's done.
Well, he used to be a singer in a pop duo. If you look at those up on YouTube.
What?
Really?
Oh yeah.
A singer in a pop duo.
That's weird.
I know he had some heat with.
Lena Headey. Yeah, they had in their contracts that
or something.
They shared one brief scene in 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. And it was a walk by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll agree to walk by her.
Yeah. That's crazy when you hear something like that, especially on a show that high profile.
But yeah, and he also had a great role in John Wick 3.
Yes. But not enough though.
No, not nearly enough.
Never enough, right?
No.
I forgot. I got new lights. And I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. You said this in his pictures. Fire in the hole.
Oh,
Oh, and there goes Jason's head.
yeah. Laser grid. Told him it was a laser grid. Okay. Let me see. For Captain Frye,
Get a little warm in here.
I chose a guy that's kind of all over the place now. Probably think to his brother, but I think he's acting is amazing. Is Sean Gunn.
Oh, yes.
I could see him as he's a tall guy and he's just in the background shouting at people.
I want to say yes, just on curiosity factor. I want to see what Sean Gunn can do when he's not directed by his brother.
Exactly. Well, Suicide Squad. Oh wait, no.
You should watch the specials then.
The specials?
Yeah, it's a indie comedy of the superheroes, like offbeat superheroes. It's got him. It's got Thomas Hayden Church. It has Rob Lowe, Jamie Kennedy. And Sean Gunn.
Where does this exist?
I have the DVD if you want to borrow it.
Is this an old show?
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
How old?
Hang on.
I've never heard of
The
this.
specials?
It's what I'm here for. Specials. It's from 2000.
Oh,
It's written by James Gunn, but it's directed by Craig Mazin.
what?
James Gunn has a role in it. he's
Oh my God,
he's
just look at the font.
he's a character. He's a character named. They keep calling him Minuteman, but he's Minute Man. It's hilarious.
Patrick. I am so curious.
Yep, there's Sean Gunn. Judy Greer.
Okay, I am begging you guys right now. Can we please get a view and review together?
I think we should.
Please, like tomorrow. Like, no, we need to make this happen. This is something we need to discover together. I definitely don't want to go into it alone.
Right? That looks like fun.
Yeah, we need to make that happen. Come on, now, because I'm so curious.
I'll dig it up.
Okay. So, wait a minute. Oh, that was Sean Gunn. That was my
Yes,
pick.
that was
That's
yours.
right.
Yes.
Okay. It's like, James picked somebody? Wait a minute. Okay. So now we're on to Marine Captain Hendrix, played by John C. McGinley.
Yes.
Jason.
So John C. McGinley, pretty iconic for being that, he kind of a douchebag. He plays the douchebag well. So in my mind, who plays a really good douchebag right now, but can also be really badass? Frank Grillo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Frank Grillo, Crossbones from MCU. If you haven't seen it yet, Boss Level, highly recommend.
He's so
Yes.
easy to do, though. You just whisper Hail Hydra in his ear, and he stops fighting. Look at Endgame.
But yeah,
That's a good pick.
yeah, come on. He's a modern day badass douchebag.
Yep. I like that one. All right, James, who do you got?
Well, I didn't go with the douchebag role, but I went with the guy. I didn't know he was a badass until I saw Alex Cross. I went with Matthew Fox.
From Lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the villain in Alex Cross, and he was pretty intense.
Okay.
I just Party of Five, and it's like, no.
I honestly, I only watched like the first 2 seasons of Lost, I think, and that was it. And that's the only thing I think I've ever watched with Matthew Fox.
Well, sadly,
Best show ever.
I've watched one episode of Party of Five, and that's the one with Tyler Mane in it, and that was to prepare for that.
The tragedy, I thought, was World War Z. His role got cut down to maybe like 45 seconds.
Yeah, see, I forgot he was in that.
After they, yeah, what? And you'd be forgiven for that because he like helps him onto the helicopter, and that's it. He had a bigger role, and they reshot the whole last third of the movie.
Poor Matthew.
The Amber Heard of.
So so he legit needs this role. So okay, we'll go with that.
That's a charity pick.
He's just recently come back to acting. He had retired for a bit.
We're helping the downtrodden.
To get 45 seconds in a film you've filmed so much for, yeah, I would retire for a while. With my Mr. Hicks or Hendrix, I went with somebody that, like you said, has that dickish edge to them. And all I can picture is Scream. So Matthew Lillard.
Oh.
At the end of that film, and even during the film, like poor Jamie Kennedy gets picked on by him so much.
Yeah.
Right?
And say what you will about the film, you got to see him in a military kind of fashion in Wing Commander.
Oh,
yeah.
That's true. Yep.
So
that's
you can
true.
see him playing into that edge too. So
He's very much matured as an actor, especially if you watch the first. Well, he's in like 2 or 3 episodes of Twin Peaks: The Return, the 3rd season they did, in a very, very serious role.
Just watch Scooby-Doo.
That's all he's been doing, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
I honestly
exactly.
can't remember the last time I saw his face.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean the live action movies.
I have, but even that, like that's the last thing I think I've ever saw his face.
Now I'm curious.
Now it's all just voice acting. I think I don't know if I've seen him in anything else, and that's a shame because I was really digging his acting.
I saw him in Detroit, but that was at a con. So I don't think
He's
that counts.
also gotten into directing.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He directed
as soon as
some
they go into
documentary
directing, they're done.
Yeah.
Look at Emilio Estevez. Like, what the hell?
Robot Chicken.
He directed some
Emilio
documentary or movie called Fat Kid Rules the World.
Estevez. Really?
Technically, the last film that was released that he was in was Scream, 2022.
He was in that?
Yeah, there was a bunch of like a lot like legacy characters that played. They did a montage of different Ghostface, like Flamethrower Ghostface and something Ghostface.
Oh, okay.
And he played one of them, and somebody else played another one of them, and
He was the Flamethrower Ghostface.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And everything Scooby-Doo, Sword of the Scoob, Happy Halloween, Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I think you're right.
Hey, I can't fault him. You know, hey, getting paid.
He was in Teen Titans Go series as Shaggy Rogers.
Yeah, because they crossed over.
Return to Zombie Island.
Did he do the episode of where they crossed over with Supernatural?
No, I think that was Frank Weller that did
Okay.
Shaggy. Or no, not Frank Weller. I'll figure it out in a second. But I just realized he did a really big double crossover. In 2019, he did Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost.
Oh, man,
really?
I love 13 Ghosts.
Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it's a legit crossover, but with a title like that.
I'm getting out of the big glass house.
Oh,
That movie's awesome.
Supernatural, 2018, Shaggy Rogers.
He did it? Wow, there
Yeah.
you go.
Be Cool Scooby-Doo TV series.
He's just paying off for you left and right.
Lego Scooby-Doo. Oh, dang. Yeah, he's definitely the
He
Shag.
basically got the torch from Casey Kasem.
Yep.
So
All right. Next one is Carla Pestalozzi?
that's a lot. Yeah.
Pestalozzi. Okay.
Yes.
What you got, Jason?
Okay. Hear me out. I'm totally different direction here. It's Justin Long. Going for Justin Long being Justin Long, being just that awkwardy, kind of nerdy, but he's a business dude. And his Stanley, is dragging their feet. And it's the same kind of scenario, just take out the pregnancy aspect.
Yeah, that could be awkward.
Right. So yeah, I went with Justin Long going in that route. I know it's entirely different than Carla. You're assuming.
I'm assuming.
You are assuming, and Justin Long has played homosexuals many times. So
Porno.
and multiple other Kevin films.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot where he reprised the role.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Questionable whether a Yogi Bear was.
That wasn't the same role, but
All right then, James. Who do you got?
I went with being a big fan of Vampire Diaries. I went with Nina Dobrev.
I don't know that name.
Yeah, Vampire Diaries. I did see a
something. Well, The Roommate, which was awful.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, yeah, she was the older sister.
Okay.
And apparently she was. Oh yeah, she was the nerdy tech, like the girl in the chair for Triple X's Return of Xander Cage.
That was her.
Oh, and that was her. Oh, she's in Let's Be Cops. Yes.
And Flatliners.
I didn't realize that was Nina Dobrev in.
And the Flatliners remake. Yeah. Well, you put some glasses on someone, they become totally unrecognizable. So.
Well, that's true. Yeah. She was. I mean, she was like crazy nerd hot in at Triple X.
Well, I kind of followed your path. My Carla, I picked Mila Kunis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, all day long. Come on.
If you watch The Spy Who Dumped Me, she's got just enough quirkiness in there to pull off this role.
I haven't seen it. But I can see that.
Oh, it's fun. It is fun to watch.
She's great with Timberlake in Friends with Benefits.
Yes.
Very true. Okay. Commander Anderson. Originally played by Michael Biehn.
All right.
Who's this one? Betty White?
Queen Latifah, bitch.
Oh, there we go. The Equalizer herself.
Yes, I'm going for just going. This is it. This is the big badass. And you know when there's that mutiny, yeah, she's kind of leading that charge in my script. And come on, the Equalizer is selling. Come on, she fits it.
What mutiny does Michael Biehn lead?
It's not just him, but I'm as part of when the mutiny happens later on.
Because Michael Biehn gets killed because he won't flip.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, okay, no, that's my mistake. I'm getting my characters mixed up. My mistake. Let me back that up. You're right. Yeah, she's the one coming in. Yes. Yeah.
You're thinking of what's his name? I think it's Bokeem.
Was it Bokeem who did that?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, I'm getting my characters ready. You're right. She's the leading in the rescue team. That's right. And yeah, well, it's still Latifah.
Oh, still
a leadership role. You know, she's going to take charge, but again, she's also a level head too. She doesn't have to go over the top with it.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay, my mistake.
All good.
Yes, I had smoke. Okay.
James, who do you got?
I went with an actor who's been around for a while. Still looks pretty good for his age. I went with Shane West.
Oh. Visible? Was he Tom Sawyer or the Invisible Man in League?
He was Tom Sawyer. Yeah. He's done a lot of little roles, but more not so recently, but The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But I saw him in one this year movie, a thriller called Escape the Field, and he had kind of a military, unexplained military twist in the movie.
See, I should have known he wasn't the Invisible Man. I never would have seen him.
Aha.
Like shit. Yeah, no, that's just. But no, I like
no.
Shane West.
Technically, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he wasn't the Invisible Man because they weren't allowed to use that name.
Ah, the guy that's not there. That's what we'll call him.
There you go.
His name was Skinner.
Yes, Skinner.
Which had none. That's nice. Interesting.
I know stuff.
For my Commander Anderson, I went with someone who got very underrated in the tail end of the Star Wars sequels, John Boyega.
Oh.
The guy's
nice.
Acting chops, and they just left him to the wind in those last two.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Star Wars didn't get this, showed some, but Attack the Block showed his natural charisma. If you have not seen Attack the Block, his breakout flick, come on. He showed something then, and it's there. It definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I would question him there only based on age alone.
For Anderson?
Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay.
Age alone, I think he might be a little young for that type of role, but I could be wrong.
Military.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
depending on who your Hummel is, because he mentioned that they spill the same blood in the same mud.
he fits. Ish.
And that's another reason why I work top down with my list, because the age factor does come in, right?
Yeah.
So
I worked it out. Mine works out too.
all right.
Let's get on to Ernest Paxton, originally played by William Forsythe.
Yeah, he was basically Stanley's boss, right? So John Goodman, come on, it's a no-brainer to be an FBI kind of that kind of managerial, but he's not an overbearing boss, you know.
Look at Argo, you know.
Yeah,
that works.
So yeah, John Goodman,
very nice.
and I know I could put money that my John Goodman's gonna play well with my Stanley Goodspeed.
Okay. Although they didn't play very nice in this film, but I'm sure
Well,
will be better.
Again, my script works a little bit different.
Yep.
You'll see.
All right, James, who's your William Forsythe or Ernest Paxton?
Well, I worked out the ages, so my Ernest Paxton, the actor I picked, is about the same age now as William Forsythe was then when they did The Rock, and I kind of cherry picked some Breaking Bad, so my character works very well with another character there. So my pick for Paxton was Aaron Paul.
Oh,
interesting.
Great casting, bitch, right? Nice. I keep forgetting about him. And it's sad, you know, because his stuff is good.
Yeah. I'm always on my mind because I saw El Camino.
I still have not watched that. I really should.
It's ridiculous.
Should close that book.
It's ridiculous.
But I'm afraid it's going to make me want to just keep in that world and start watching Better Call Saul.
That's why I have not watched it yet, too.
Even though
I time.
I think I watched the first season of Better Call Saul when it first aired, but I didn't go back to it.
I'm going to one of these days.
Well, mine, I didn't care about age. But this actor would do amazing in that role. It's Ed Norton.
Oh
yeah.
Ed Norton, yeah.
Of course, he'll come in and totally rewrite the script, and you know, maybe he'll be the one in there instead of.
Oh, you definitely know you're not getting him back for a sequel,
right? Well, maybe not, because he was geared up to come back to Marvel, and they didn't do it. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yep, because they didn't want him rewriting Hulk 2.
Okay.
He has that reputation.
Okay.
Now,
Does he really?
Yeah, but now look at the stuff he's been in, though.
Yeah.
So you can't really complain.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
His stuff is good.
A little bit.
Okay, so now we're into the top 5. Major Tom Baxter, originally played by David Morse from 12 Monkeys.
Yes, this is the right hand man, right?
Yep.
This is the right hand man. Well, you don't get much stronger of a right hand man than Opie. Ryan Hurst.
I can see that.
And again, proven that he's going to work well with my Hummel. So Ryan Hurst, he's an intimidating factor, and that's exactly what you need in that spot. So yeah,
very good pick. Of course, picking him for anything is good. Okay, James, who do you got?
Okay, sorry. I don't know if you guys are going to know his name. So have any of you guys watched Fringe?
No.
Boston Legal?
Nope.
No.
Jesus. My guy was Mark Valley. He was John Scott in Fringe. He was Brad Chase in Boston Legal. And in Boston Legal, he references himself. He's a former Marine. He has a very chiseled jaw look to him. If you can look him up, Mark Valley, he has a very, I was in the Marines and now I'm an actor kind of look.
Recognize him?
Vaguely.
I recognize him.
You do?
Yeah.
He's here and there in a bunch of little things. Only in like Boston Legal and a little bit of Fringe did he have more of a prominent role.
He's in one episode of The Flash. Hawaii Five-0 an episode. And
Oh, he had his own show, Keen Eddie,
no.
which I didn't see, but
Oh, he was in a bit of CSI, a few episodes. Why do I know his face?
He was the voice.
because he's been in everything, just not the star really. And he's got, like I said, chiseled jaw.
He's just got one of those
ER.
faces.
He was Richard Lockhart in ER. That's where I know his face. Spin City, he was in an episode. Jericho,
Yeah, just like,
next big thing.
he's one of those guys. He's just been around. He pops up in everything.
I'll be right back.
He's that guy.
Yep.
He looks familiar. Yes, I'm sure I've probably seen him. But
Yeah, it's from where? Who knows?
exactly.
But I recognize him.
Right.
Okay. Well, mine, this guy, I love this guy's acting. Even small parts from like 30 Days a Night to big parts in 310 to Yuma or Pandorum. Ben Foster.
Yes, he's one that I've only seen a few times, but he is stand out every time.
Yep. He's one of those people that you notice in the middle of a film, like I shouldn't, like X-Men Last Stand.
Right. I'm thinking the one he did with Timberlake. Gang thing or something. Alpha Dog?
Oh, yes.
Alpha Dog was I think the first film I saw that I like where that guy, yes, he's really good.
I think the first one I saw him in that I really noticed was 310 to Yuma.
See, I came to that one way after the party, so
Yeah.
I think that one was one that you might have threw at me.
And then Pandorum.
Never did see that one.
Oh, him and Dennis Quaid. Oh, very good.
Yeah, never did watch that one. Yeah, I don't get drawn to that kind of sci-fi horror very often, so
It's interesting. That's all I'll say, because then you'll watch it.
okay. So maybe someday.
Now we're on to Major Tom Baxter.
We just did Major Tom Baxter.
I just didn't bother flip.
We
I wrote it down twice.
should be at FBI Director Womack.
Oh, you know what? For some reason, I didn't bother to put that in there.
Where is your Womack?
There we go. FBI Director Womack
There we go.
by originally played by John Spencer.
Yes.
Who you got?
So the FBI director in this type of movie is always played off as just being just an asshole, just a jerk, just annoying, Ben Mendelsohn right now. That's what he does in just about everything, and you love him for it.
Yeah, like Bloodlines.
Bloodlines?
That's a show on Netflix.
Okay.
3 seasons.
I have heard of that one, but I go immediately to Ready Player One.
Okay, yeah, there's that one. That's a good one.
But he's also great as the
Rogue
Skrull.
One.
And Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
We are on FBI Director Womack, and Jason's pick is Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
because he's just a great asshole boss.
Oh man, I love him as Talos.
Yeah, and I got to watch that trailer again because when I watched it, I watched it in like 3 parts, and it's only like not even 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great trailer.
What I saw of it looked intense.
Yeah, especially at the end where he just like, and I don't get it, where he's looking around and everyone in the office is standing up.
Yeah, well, because they're all the same person.
See, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah,
Oh no, I didn't get that, but it's still one of my favorite post credit scenes ever, and it's the end of Far From Home where he's just talking like, it's fine. The kid had one. We helped.
Yep.
How was I supposed to know he was a shapeshifter? It's very embarrassing. Oh, fine. He calls Fury.
The only interesting thing in there is he's making his face into that director again. I can't remember his name. But that's the director from in the 90s.
Yeah.
From Captain Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious how the story plays that he's that same person who doesn't look like he's aged.
Unless it's a flashback.
It might be. It might be.
Anyway, great pick.
Who is your director Womack?
As I said, my Paxton would go well with my Womack, so my Womack is Bryan Cranston.
Nice.
Meeting up again. Very nice. Very, very nice. And see, I did a novelty like you because I want to pull in the people that love this original. So
Yeah.
my director Womack would be Michael Biehn.
Okay. All
See,
right.
you get legacy characters from the original popping up in not
Sure.
not unrelated roles, but like to help pass the torch kind of thing.
Yep.
I don't mind that stuff. That I actually love that stuff. When it's done right, it makes me chuckle.
And you look at his Ringo, he can have a bit of a jerkish edge.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah, definitely.
yes. So
Good pick. Yeah.
Michael Biehn. Now
Nice.
we're on to General Francis X. Hummel, portrayed by Ed Harris.
Yeah, and Ed Harris, who has worked with my choice for this role, Denzel Washington.
Oh.
You're gonna get some serious intensity, and what I say about Ryan Hurst,
Like John Q vibes.
oh, more. Like I want Denzel at 11. I want him full tilt. But yes, well, no, bring it back. Okay, 12. That's 12. Let's bring it back. Bring it back a little bit because Training Day. I really did not like Training Day.
What?
Dickish.
I know he was dickish, and that was the point. But I don't know if it was too much for me. But Training Day just did not work for me. I no. But that's the only film I've seen from him that I did not absolutely like him or love him in. Like we've seen it, he just got more intense as he's gotten older.
Yeah.
So I want that, but as General Hummel, yes, he's gonna command that performance. Come on.
He's not wrong. Okay. Who do you got, James?
Okay, so I was trying to pick an actor with a similar age. Again, at the time this movie was released, as opposed to if they made the movie today. And I looked, and Ed Harris was 46 at the time The Rock was released. And there's an actor who's 46 this year, if we made it this year, because the same age as me. It is Colin Farrell.
Oh,
what?
shit.
Really? No way.
Oh, damn.
And he's equally good at playing good guys and bad guys, and this kind of fits.
That hesitation just sold it.
Yep.
It kind of fits.
Well, Hummel goes from good guy to bad guy, then kind of redeems himself at the end. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know, but I don't know. I have trouble with that one. I don't know if I've ever seen Colin Farrell military.
Really?
Okay. I don't think you'll have a problem if you watch Oswald Cobblepot.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm not factoring that.
I mean, you could
pull that in where he looks like an entirely different person, and even acts like an entirely different person. I think he's got this.
I've seen him play a cop. I've seen him play CIA, special ops. If you consider Total Recall.
I forgot about the SWAT. Right, he did SWAT.
And SWAT, yeah.
Yeah, but I retract my statement. I totally forgot about his Penguin. So
yeah,
no, Penguin sells it.
People do because it doesn't even look like him.
Right.
God, that was so good.
I gotta watch that one again. I still haven't watched it.
So, I thought you said you hadn't watched it.
Oh, Batman. No, I haven't. I
still haven't watched it again.
I saw the theater once.
Okay, so my Hummel, you had mentioned age-wise with Anderson, right?
Did you put a preteen?
No,
Like a child prodigy.
Haley Joel Osment from 1986. No, I altered the story a hair that they weren't teammates, but he was an instructor.
Okay.
Hummel was his guy's instructor because I think Dave Bautista would do amazing as Hummel.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Yes.
seen some of the serious stuff he's done, and he's got intensity, and that's what Ed Harris brings to that character.
I honestly think like Hotel Artemis, his performance in that it shows out his range really well.
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, yes, please.
To add on top of what Jason just said, I would throw in there Blade Runner 2049 because he had a very serious, calm, subdued, and at least until he started fighting with Ryan Gosling, he had a very calm, subdued demeanor in that cameo. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous movie.
I want to, but I can't find anywhere that streams it.
It's so much better than the original. It just is.
I dislike the movie, but I'm also not a massive Blade Runner fan. We have
technical difficulties with James. He seems to just be coming and going here. Everything good on your end, buddy?
It's a gorgeous movie. It's Denis Villeneuve. Come on.
His mic was definitely gone because I heard some weird gibberish coming out of that.
I won't dispute that it is a beautiful film. Yes, because Denis Villeneuve, if nothing else, paints a great
Just the clips I've seen are gorgeous.
Yeah. But
I don't like slow cerebral sci-fi. That's just not my bag.
Fair enough. But it was a very unexpected turn for Dave Bautista.
But see, James, you're in a bad spot because even right now, I can kick him out for saying that. You're still going to hear him.
Yep.
Because the mic is attached to the and so it doesn't work the way it should. Okay, now we're into the big two. And this is Jason Patrick Mason, which again was not.
Did you say Jason Patrick Mason? Did you just let slip who you cast?
Oh, no, definitely not. Because I was about to go to Jason, so that was in my head. John Patrick Mason, which is not his name. They say in the film.
Damn, I should have put Jason Patrick in a role.
Wow, there we go. Who do you got, Jason?
I did not run with the Bond connection. Okay, absolutely not. I just who's a badass Brit? Statham, Jason Statham. Come on.
How old is Jason Statham?
He's old enough.
Not that old.
He's old enough for this role.
Is he 60?
No.
He can pull it off. Well, actually, he might be. He's up there. He might be older than you think, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm picking Jason Statham because I need a badass Brit. He's a badass Brit.
No, he's 55.
He's close.
He's old enough.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think I actually did look at that, and I was kind of picturing he's been in there for 30 years kind of situation.
Well, they say in the film he's a 60-year-old. That's why I went 60.
Sure.
But dang, 55. That's might as well say 50.
So yeah, Statham, because he can pull off the badass, and he's got a great attitude. Like he can pull off suave, whatever you need.
The only thing I don't think would work, and it's the same thing Sean Connery has at that particular point. It's unsuspecting, like because he looks older.
Yeah.
So you don't expect all the.
Yeah, Statham doesn't quite have that.
Jason
right.
still looks like he'll kick your ass.
Yes.
For saying something wrong.
Yeah.
But I still think he's a good pick. All right, who do you got, James?
Well, I wanted to go with an iconic actor, and I inadvertently went with the Bond connection, just in a different way. But I went with Pierce Brosnan.
Kidnap another Bond.
I didn't mean to do a Bond connection. I just went with like an older actor who's iconic and badass.
Dude, run with it. That's perfect.
I actually considered putting Brosnan in my list. Like I did have him in consideration for this role. I just thought if I was building this list based on if we were to actually make this movie today. And I don't think Brosnan could do the action that I need.
He's 59. Okay, Sean Connery did not do the action in this film.
Oh yeah. And fuck, isn't he in what's Brosnan in Black Adam? He's Dr. Fate.
That's right.
Yeah.
He is.
So what the fuck? Fuck.
Yep.
Nah, James took him. James got him. It's like a draft, right? This is draft, right?
Well then you'll kick yourself for mine too.
Uh-oh.
Because I wanted a badass Brit that was unsuspecting looking. And this is the human chameleon of actors, I think. Gary Oldman. I win. Thank you.
That's pretty.
Hey,
That's
didn't we
pretty
have a
great.
standing rule that Gary Oldman just fits every role, so he's not allowed to be used in anything?
That's a pretty great pick.
Well, of course it is.
I don't recall that rule.
It might need to be a rule.
It will be like Greg. Everything was Triple H. Everything's Gary Oldman.
It's a one-man show.
Exactly.
The cast has 50 parts. It's a one-man show.
And now, on to Stanley Goodspeed, originally played by Nicolas Cage. Jason.
So again, this script is takes a lot of differences, but yes, gender swapped. Okay, yeah. I went with Haley Steinfeld. Okay, she can do the nerdiness enough, but she can do the action really well too, because she has done that quite a bit, and she can bring the drama. Didn't she get an Oscar nomination for True Grit?
I believe so.
So, yeah, she kind of covers all the bases, and she's young enough to build a franchise on. She would be absolutely adorable with Justin Long. And in my version of this story, John Goodman would be her more, fatherly type boss. So, Haley Steinfeld is my.
He just wants to see her shoot a bow and arrow again. That's the entire reason.
There's no bow and arrow in The Rock.
Oh, you're rewriting the script though. You told me, so I know that's going to be.
Now I have to put one in.
It's her weapon of choice now.
Okay. All right. Fine. She's an avid bow hunter.
Drops her flask and picks up a bow and arrow.
She's an avid bow hunter. There we go. It's perfectly explained.
James, who do you got? Who's your replacement for Nick Cage?
I went with an actor who could pull off the role, but also is a confessed nerd, a legit nerd. Henry Cavill.
I did have him in consideration at one point. Yes. And
dude can build his own supercomputer. And he's Clark Kent. I mean, come on.
And Geralt.
Yes.
Sure.
Does he have the nerdiness though? There's a
YouTube video of him building his own supercomputer.
But dude, look at the man.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have the look.
I would do him. Okay.
Really? He makes that list?
Okay, no, but
no judgment, man. Alexander Skarsgård, come on.
Look at the man is built.
He is.
Okay. He could act it. Yes. He would have to lose a lot of body mass to come across as a unsuspecting nerdish guy.
You're not showing him shirtless.
In my eyes.
If you want him to be a nerd, you ain't showing him shirtless.
Yeah.
Very baggy clothing.
He could act the shit out of that role. Mm-hmm. I agree with you 100%. Absolutely. Well, then I guess mine is a little too nerdy.
Uh-oh.
Just because I've only seen him do these. Oh, no, I've seen one where he didn't. But I went with Tom Holland.
Sure. Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I could see that.
Have you seen Uncharted yet?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
There you go.
The one I was thinking otherwise was The Devil All the Time. And that's
I still haven't seen that either.
Oh my God, that is such a different role for him. It is so good.
He's got a few that in the last couple of years. That and Cherry is another one.
Yeah.
That's got
heard
some
about
weird
that.
buzz around it.
I have one saved on Netflix I haven't watched yet, but it's called The Impossible.
The Impossible?
Yeah. The Impossible. It's the true story about the tsunami in Fiji or
Thailand?
Tsunami victim. Yeah.
It's
got like
Spider-Man.
Ewan McGregor, Naomi Watts. Yeah, that is an intense movie.
Huh.
But he's very young in that one.
He's a kid.
Wait a minute. When did that come out?
Jeez.
A while ago.
I feel like I might have seen. Is there a scene where he's with his mom and maybe a sister when the flood comes in?
Yeah,
2012, so 10 years ago.
Jumping on rubble to try and get safe.
I think so. 10 years ago. So
I think I might have seen that scene. I think I might have, the algorithm might have thrown it in my face at one point.
most people saw it before they knew who Tom Holland was. So you have to go back and watch it again. It's like, oh, it's Spider-Man.
You know, like me watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and seeing Sam Rockwell.
Right.
Exactly.
Blew my friggin' mind.
Yep. I gotta admit, that's fun sometimes, is to see a big actress right now or a big actor and then go back and see, okay, they did this, where were they? You know?
Actually, I'm liking, every once in a while I've been going back to old flicks I haven't watched in a while, 80s flicks and stuff. And like, holy crap, they were in this? This had to be their first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is so much
well, yeah,
fun.
looking out for the stars of today in the movies of yesterday is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we got some really good picks.
Interesting. Yeah, we all got interesting directions for our versions.
Yes. Yes. But
Hey, like I said, mine's built to be a film today, and this movie would guaranteed break $2 billion in the box office.
would get ripped apart for being too woke.
You think so?
Oh
yeah. Ooh.
All right, that's it. All white guys.
Yep. There we go. Back to whitewashing. Now we're good.
I at least kept it in line.
There's arguments against that as well, you know.
I don't care.
It's unavoidable.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. And then you could do everything perfect, and they'll bitch about something else, like why everybody's wearing tutus and not military garb. You know, like
Yep. And you know, or they get angry that She-Hulk was twerking.
Right. Oh my God, I saw the best one. It showed a picture of her and Megan Thee Stallion doing that, and on the bottom it says Tony Stark died for this.
Oh yeah, I think Ryan shared that one.
My favorite one, and I know I shared it, was Stan Lee would roll over in his grave, and then below that picture is Stan Lee's Stripperella.
Yeah.
I remember that show. It was a Spike TV original starring Pamela Anderson doing the voice.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to brush off some old videotapes.
Yes.
Next week, we're doing another recasting.
Okay.
With a special guest.
Oh.
Right? But we have to modernize the 1973 movie Soylent Green.
I haven't seen that.
What?
I don't know if I've ever actually watched it, or if I have, it's been too long.
Right? Time to dust off those VHS.
So I have to make. Oh, geez.
I've never owned the movie either.
Let me take a look, but I think it's on Tubi.
So I have to try and make a modern day version of Soylent Green.
Because interestingly enough, and it was pointed out by the guest that wants to come on and do it, is that movie takes place in 2022.
Huh? Why is nobody talking about that?
I don't know.
Because most people have forgotten about the movie.
Maybe. Because it talks about catastrophe and pandemics and everything, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. And
last time I heard that movie mentioned was in the movie Cloud Atlas.
Let's see.
Oh, I hear it referenced in pop culture all the time. Soylent Green is PayPal.
Oh, you just ruined it.
Spoiler.
Oh, it's not
okay. You'll need to throw me a cast list, but I will have to watch it this week then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch it. But yeah, I look forward to it. I only know that Charlton Heston and Ernest Borgnine are in this movie, so.
I knew that Charlton Heston was in it, but that was about it.
Am I right? Ernest Borgnine is in this movie?
I think so. Let's find out.
That's the face I'm picturing for one thing.
Probably thinking of Escape from New York. Yeah, it's the year 2022.
That's crazy. Why has nobody talked about this?
Let's see who's in this.
It's not Ernest Borgnine.
Edward
G. Robinson.
Chuck Connors. Oh, I hate those ads. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to throw us up the list.
Oh, Dick Van Patten.
Huh, as an usher.
Yep. This must have been early in his career.
Yes. Yeah, throw up the list of all the roles we're casting, and I will watch it and get it done.
1973. When was it released? It doesn't say.
Isn't 73 the release year?
Yeah. But it should have somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see that.
No, it doesn't have a release date. Oh, wait, I gotta spell it right.
It was never released.
It was released in 73. May
May
9th, 1973. So only Green Day has passed.
Yeah, but next year's the 50. Next year's 50 years.
Oh, no.
60 years.
It'd be 51 years.
No, 2023.
Oh, 04 is one. Okay. Sorry, that always screws me up. Yes, you're right. It'll be 50 years next year.
It says that's on HBO Max, which means it might be on Crave here in Canada.
HBO, yep.
That's all I have to check.
Okay. So that's our homework.
That's the homework for next week. All right. So I will get that. I got to get it done before the weekend. So
do I.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because I fly back Monday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do we need to push a day?
No. Because I'm back in I'm back in Windsor at 4. So.
All right. If you need to push, just say so. But all right.
Oh, good.
Okay. So we got the homework. You're going off to ThunderCon.
Yes. You're going off to London.
London Comic-Con.
Yes.
Yep, this weekend, February 17th, 18th. And it's going to be fun. I'm running the podcast stage, and we got a lot of neat shows. It's going to be some fun guests, a couple panels, a podcast panel. You know, there has to be an obligatory podcast 101 panel, right?
Of course.
So, I'm not doing it. I'm just, so somebody threw it in there. And yeah, but Mike and I are going to get to do 3 no's over there.
Nice.
And we may be talking with somebody, but I better not say just in case it doesn't happen.
Wait till it's in the can.
Wait till, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might be getting to talk to one of the guests. So yeah, pretty excited.
Perfect.
So yeah, busy weekend. So gotta get the movie in.
Yes.
Get it done.
Right. I'm gonna probably do it tomorrow.
I'm usually a procrastinator, but I'll try to fight my tendencies.
When do you plan on your Soylent Green Day, James?
I don't know. Maybe in installments, and maybe tomorrow night. It could be on the weekend.
10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes here. Yep, and I'm done.
It really depends on how engaging the movie is.
Let's see, how long is it?
Well, it
Right
is
to the top.
considered a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
1 hour and 37 minutes.
Oh, not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, surprisingly for movies of that era, you know, they tend to have a reputation of being a little long-winded.
Yeah. So lots of monologues.
Very
Let me see
very
here.
Planet of the Apes-esque Charlton Heston, probably.
Says here on the poster, it's the year 2022. People are still the same. They'll do anything to get what they need, and they need Soylent Green.
Well.
Bum, bum, bum. All right. And on that note, we'll leave
As they'd say on Hollywood Babylon, ah!
Yes.
All righty. Well, in that case, I'm Rob. Yeah, take your time.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
We'll see you all later.
Bye.
Toodles.
I say shut up! It's a man!